So, good evening all, and welcome to Friday. Thank you, Sarabot. We're gonna be working a bit on the Pictopotato today, so let's have some fun leveling Black Mage, the process. Ian VTuber 14. Dun dun dun. Thumbnail for the stream starting right as of the posting of this Zeet. Come visit at https://www.twitch.tv. There. This should already yell at people that I'm going, but dun, dun, mm, 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 dun, 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 dun. That one. Don't need an announcement tag because that should already be pinging people. But not keeping up to date with that, is it? Okay, cool. Lovely. Alright, let's see here. What do I need to do? My feisty chocobo I need to do. And then the Black Mage quest I need to do? Right, because I'm level 40. Probably better to do that from here. Dun, 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 dun. There, I think. Wrong way. Dun 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 dun. Oh, right. You get freeze here. I'm not really sure the usefulness of freeze anymore. Thought I moved it off of my bar originally. Burgundy? And then this person was probably doing blue mage shenaniganry, just 'cause I know the blue mage teaches there too. Ooh, the shark mount. I don't think I've seen that one yet. At least not in the wild. I can probably turn you up a bit since I lowered it for myself. I'll have to double check what freeze does, but I may put it on 4. Dun, dun. You're probably a high-level player looking for wool. Certainly not going to stop you. Crafting life is certainly a bitch. Hmm. Not that. Oh, does it not count as a window? Huh. That's a local file. That's definitely not what I'm looking for either. Wouldn't be this, would it? That's weird. Doesn't want to seem to do it, though. Hmm. Well, it'll do it that way. That should work. Hey there, Kazag. How's it going, buddy? Here to learn the freezing technique off of you. Hope you don't mind. Ooh. Seems like everything should be good to go. Devices are all charged, so I don't gotta worry about that anytime soon. Oh. Got to back that shit up. Dun, dun. Also, I am probably going to enjoy myself with memeing the Ragnarok Online soundtrack while playing 14. Like trying to play Beethoven while playing DDR just feels awkward in the right way. And if it links up to the maps, I'll find that even funnier. Even as rare as that's going to be, but that's fine. There it is. Don't gotta bleed on this one at least, so that's alright. Just gonna do that. Oh, nope. And then that. That puts me on ice 3. There we go. Alright, Dozel. Thank you. I guess in theory, this is one of the ones we just need a power level, so I don't need to just get into Idleshire or anything like that. Oh, hi there, Daza. You have a very long title. Okay. Another round, let's go. Everything is going to get in the way, is probably going to be blown up, but we'll see. Oh, no. And there. Right. Gotta bleed on everything. And then one more. Ah, there he is. Hey, the Kazakh. There's the last one. Oh, that's all I needed to do, apparently. Okay, we'll take it. Thank you. There we go. It's a shame Sissabrew doesn't have any of the fun mounts, but the bike is at least handy to keep around. Let's see. Oh, right, Yang ended. Dude. I was wondering for a second, like, why do I have sound? The person I was watching, I paused their stream. Dude. Go back and visit our lovely little lizard buddy. He'll teach us how to freeze things, even though that should kill most of his kind. And then we'll be good to go for MSQ. We're still a little behind in MSQ, but that's alright. It starts picking up a little bit once you get into level 40 content. But this potato is definitely going to be stuck in ARR before they get... or going to clear ARR before we actually get to Pictomancer. That's just the unfortunate truth when it comes to the level 80 jobs. Cool. So what does freeze do? Ice damage 120 to all areas around. Can only be executed while under Umbral Ice. So it's better than Blizzard 2. So that's your active AoE ice skill. This is just your transitional AoE ice skill. Okay, I can remember that. Do I have my thing in Limsa? No. Doot. Alright, back we go. Maybe you're a little louder than I need right now. Let's see, limbs, gotta go up here. There's leveling roulette. This will probably be something simple like Toto or Copper Bell. I am not expecting much from this. Oh, the healer is actually busy. That's rare. Usually one of the DPS that figures or forgets to click. There we go. Thank you, buddy. Oh, we actually got The house. Okay. Work out. I can just transition into AoE. And then we don't have our other transitional fires yet. Oh, right. I forgot this is a confusing level to actually be as Black Mage. Your transitionals only work on level 3s. You can't have your transitionals till then. So you gotta make sure that you got that active. You missed one, buddy. There you go. May as well just go for single anyways. Bop. You've really got to have your AoE skill by now, bro. There we go. Only 2, so may as well just go for broke. We can get 2 more of you off. Good. No, you've got it? Okay. I'm just gonna hold back a little bit. Okay, he does know about his AoE skill. That's good. Yeah, this one. Go here. There. And I guess I can just go back to single. Up. I'm fine leaving off on ice. Oh, you're going for broke. Okay. Do. Then we'll be dead by the ninja. Then we do that. It is a bit of a shame that your freeze 2 doesn't actually do a ton of damage, but that's fine. just pop as much of that as I can. Probably shouldn't be sitting together, but that's okay. Two more. Then pop. And done. Pretty good. Don't need that. Don't need that. Dun, 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 dun. May as well grab that. And there. Let's see how you handle this. Are you still moving? No, you're fine. Dun 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 dun. This is 5k a pop? No, it's 5k once you get up to there. Oh. Eyes are not tracking him very fast. But I'm on fire. There. Probably should have swapped, but I guess Ninja's got it. Dun 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 dun. I'll just grab the key, since I need to be at range anyways. Do. And you. Mm. Oh, wait. Doot. Get a little bit more ice in there. Well, the ninja was able to keep track of it. That's good at least. I'm just gonna need you to sit down and die, Manor Steward. This fight isn't even that hard in the grand scheme of things, but you are making this annoying. There we go. You need the bloody parchment too. Let's go kick an eyeball's ass, why don't we? Two more. I'll just save the Thunderhead for after this. Cool. And no one's watching the cutscene, so that's pretty good. Bop. Let's see how well they handle this. There's that. Keep forgetting the Wilhelm scream you seem to put off. Up. That is forced mind control, so... There we go. Thunder is still active, so that's okay. I guess my damage really must be that bad then, if we actually got to a second phase of Mr. Petrify. Oh well. Oh, I got the staff. Do I have that already? Guess not. Good. Good enough. Okay. I've already got that. Never mind. Don't need that, don't need that. All of that is just sellable, it's fine. Hello. Sorry, Riki. We're doing a replay. I don't necessarily need to go through your cutscene and again and again and again and again and again. Sorry, stranger, I was warping. You were not gonna get a head pet out on me. I guess the tall stuff was technically the better option. Cool. Can I glamour? No. Probably have to go into here before I can actually do any glamour. Alright, let's see what everyone's... Oh, right, this is where everyone's dead. Rest in peace, everybody. Dude. Hi there, Nodixa. Apologies, we're gonna have to bring you to your family. Wrapped in a nice leafy bundle. This music is very much out of tune for now. But that's about normal. Oh, little potato Dark Knight. Back to Camp Drybone. Father, the wild roses are dead. What shall we do from here on out? Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh yeah. Dun 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 dun. There we go. Sorry, father, but the wild roses are dead, and I do not know what shall I do. Let's see, can I make this jump? Nice. Hi there. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Such a nostalgic feeling listening to Ragnarok Online. Maybe it's every other Friday or so. No, actually. Before I commit to that, I actually have to test to see if I can actually get Ragnarok Online to be streamable in the first place. I feel like I've done it in the past, but it has been a completely hot minute since we at least attempted that. But maybe Friday can just be our MMO day. We can just fuck around in the various MMOs that I have available to me. Oot. The real comedy will be playing Final Fantasy music while we're playing Ragnarok Online. Although that one's a little harder to set up. Now what can we do? I can't exactly Church of Bonk Ragnarok Online. And I definitely can't do a character per class challenge since Ragnarok Online doesn't quite give you the luxury of having... Oh boy, how many jobs is it at the end of the day? Don't actually remember. Offhand, at least. There's usually 2 per pace job, plus a few extras. so I'd want to say somewhere around 1816 or so. And doing that's a little complicated when one of them is a healer. Although you can train priests on your own. You don't necessarily need people to be with. But that does require you to pretty much camp all forms of undead. Corpse gathering. Thrilling. Hey, Frank. Welcome in. Yeah, we're just at the point of ARR where the wild roses get murdered. So, spoilers, I guess. But the initial group of wild roses just gets murked, but the main characters survive because they weren't home this day. So we're just collecting all their corpses to bring home to their families because they died in the name of service. While we were busy doing Titan, I think. I don't think we've done Garuda on this character. Do we have Horde Leader? Yeah, we haven't done Garuda yet. For now, we gather corpses. Then we'll go to Grindia. Because we'll have to say sorry to the fairy people for letting one of their own die. Sorry, fallen self. There we go. Alright, I believe most of the people get drawn to Ul'dah, but then we kind of hand carry one of the Fae down. Yeah, I think that's just a quirk that's baked in my memory. I keep wanting to call it Grindia, but it's Gridania, isn't it? Dude. Good game, too. What was it? Fields of Grindia or something? I think I remember it just because I was interested in it at first, but because I played it in such an early alpha state, I lost interest really quickly. So I haven't really gone back to it. Oh, Secrets of Grindia, thank you. Yeah, I think I played that when it first hit early access, and it just bored me. So I was gonna wait until it fully released before I even bothered revisiting it. And I think it's in full release state now. At least if memory serves. There we go. Yeah, the first release was just arcade mode. There's a proper world and a story. Oh, we gotta go back to the Little Solace. Well, if there is the proper world and story built out, it might be worth revisiting now. Shoot. Oh, whoops. Ankle. I feel like I may have played it at a state where the story was at least first introduced, because I don't remember doing an arcade mode, but I remember hitting people with a very big stick. And then some angry people on a bridge, and then it said, "Thanks for playing." Yeah. Sorry, posing is going to be a weird tonight. My neck has been giving me problems. And I haven't been able to reset it today. Let's see. Turn to Yulinid. Back in Drybone. Okay. There's probably a few games in my library, now that I'm thinking about it, that I should probably get back to. I've probably left a few of them to just kind of collect dust in early access, and some of them may have actually finished by now. Which is a bit of a shame. That was kind of a problem with the early access system, was just the fact that so many of them came in very early and there was just very little point in playing them for long. But that's just how things were. I'll take that. Ooh. Hi, Anthel. Hey, there's Sid. He'll join us eventually. And bop. I don't really remember any of the other ones I may have left behind. I might have to do a bit of a deep dive research on my library just to see which games I've left alone for a bit too long. A few of them may have been roguelites. That may have been partly why I left them alone. Whoops. Forgot about Surecast. Oh, right. Bop. Sorry, Imperial Goon. No coming back from the dead for you, buddy. And this is the only usage case for Black Mage with Lucent Dreaming. When you just start Ice Mode and you're out of combat. Oh, sorry, Father. Don't. Shoes are bad. Here we go. Back to Gridania. There we go. Do I actually have... I guess I don't really keep Steam readily available. But... guess I can do that. Let's see... just put that alphabetically. There's a few games that just get added randomly to my Steam library with the 100 Cats games. I don't even know how the hell I got a hold of those, but they just keep popping into my library without me actually accepting them. There's 200% mixed juice. I believe that is a single-player visual novel RPG type of game. 100% Orange Juice is a party game, which we've played with Kin and others on time again. But that's not exactly a solo stream. There is a story mode to it, but I'm not really sure if anyone would actively watch a solo stream of 100% Orange Juice. There it is. We going to the Korth Highlands already? Let's see. 7 Billion Humans is a puzzle game. That's probably one I could do. Yum. And then there's the various Suguri games. I don't even know what way you can even explain how the Suguri games actually play. They're kind of shooters, or they're kind of side-scrolling shooters specifically, but you do have a bit of a different learning curve for them since they play a bit different than your traditional shooter. Oot. But those do kind of lead into a couple of the characters that you have in One Hundo Orange Juice. So if you're ever looking for the story on a couple of them, there are separate games. Hey, nice, 110. One more day and you'll have 111. So I guess specifically tomorrow you'll have 111. Although I doubt Twitch gives you any real bonus for that. Whoops. And then we have access to Fweeze now. I'm still mildly confused as to why they changed it that way. Nothing special for funny numbers. Yeah. That's because Twitch has no creativity. As we've seen with some of the channel categories, icons lately. One second. Oh, you won't let me do that. I have to do it this way? Yeah, okay. Dude. Let's see. Right, active DBD, or DBG, Braves Rage. I don't remember why I got that game. That's one that's just been sitting in my inventory for a while that I honestly just had no will to play. I think it's like a card battling-esque game. One that I don't usually play. After Image is one that I do need to do at some point. I think that was recommended to me just solely based on the fact it was a platformer. And I do love me a platformer or two. If the purple hair mixing with Shantae wasn't a pretty obvious clue in that regard at least. Although I didn't quite emulate her ponytail exactly. I made mine a bit smaller. Cute. There. Oh yeah, I do have an Age of Empires game as well. Robot's first time playing medieval torture simulator. Why not? Bump. Bump. Then we go here. What else do we got? Trying to think of not too many of the loot games in my inventory that we could do. Oh yeah, Anno. Anno is one I need to do at some point. If I remember correctly, that's kind of a thriller-esque situation. Bump. Hi there, Wild Talon. I'm gonna need you to burn to death, please and thank you. Now, are all of them gonna attack me? Considering it's there, probably. Yay, we're out. Then just ride past you, because I really don't need to care about that. Oh, right. I'm remembering that one. Aspire, Ina's Tale. That was a game I was hoping would actually be going on for a decently long time, considering the premise of it, but we finished that in one stream, and I was very confused because ended early that night, too. I haven't accidentally judged a game that poorly in a while, at least in terms of length. There we go. Hello. I come here bearing gifts. Oh, here and there. Perfect. Just gotta break all of our bones. Oh, right. I should probably do that. I don't think I need new gloves yet. Next. Oh. I do have 2 of the Atelier Ryza games. I do not remember when I actually got the second one. Oh, there's a hard turn. Although slightly more appropriate music for the area. Hello. Goodbye. Really? Just had an instant paralysis? Fuck you too, buddy. All I'm doing here is waving my stick and you're falling over. If you're going to be that serious about a game of pretend, then we've got some talking to do behind bars. There we go. Oh, right. That. Now we're good. Umbral Soul makes life easier. Oh, you're actually going for the side quest. Okay. I guess go you. Or you're doing MSQ. Might be better to assume you're doing MSQ. I forgot you need to talk to that guy at least one time. Alright. I'll just go grab the Aetherite first. Ragnarok Online should still theoretically show in my library, shouldn't it? I wonder what its icon even looks like. The game is ancient, and I doubt they're updating it. In Steam, at least. Also, here is the actual better Christmas representation music, since this is Looty Dungeon music. I think this is the second floor. Could be first floor. Dun 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 dun. Let's see. Oh. Oh, Ragnarok does actually have a proper icon in Steam. Huh. Well, I never would have guessed. Well, I mean, if they've updated the icon, maybe the game runs better in modern systems. That is something to actually look forward to. Oh, whoops. Forgot we're talking with the Twunk up here. Doot. Hey, Ellison, dude. I'm here to talk to you not about wild roses specifically. We just got a code word. Hello. Is it Edelweiss? Yeah. Hello, sir. Dun 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 dun. Oh, you're at the door? We're just about to hit 45, actually. It might be worth doing that just to get the 45 gear. Oh, are we here for Harshfont? Harshfont! Hey, buddy. I hope nothing's bringing you down lately. Oh, pants. Update. Just apply that and update again. Alright, Harshfont. What do you got? Oh, I have to go both ways. I'll go to the north first. Hello. Hi there, Nin. Alright, to the south to talk with all the other leaders. Hey guys, sorry, but there is some violence happening in your cul-de-sac. Could you maybe stop that, please and thanks? The Homeowners Association would greatly appreciate that. Oh, damn, we've actually been going for an hour already. Okay. Yum. Hello. Let's see. Hmm. There's actually a surprising amount of MMOs I've collected on Steam up until this point. I honestly forget about half of them. It could honestly be worth a check to see if there are any private servers for Terra Online. I'd be curious to see if anyone would actually carry that thing past its grave. Even if it wasn't really the best example of an MMO, with some of the classes tied to certain races and genders. But it is one of the bigger ones that most folks remember, at least. So it is partially worth a dive. And pop. And pop. Hello, Dragoon Teacher. And is this going back to Harsh? Yeah. Hey, buddy. Everyone's on board with defending the cul-de-sac. I did promise at some point as well to do a run of Cyberpunk, didn't I? Since at least currently speaking, that is kind of the theme of my characters. Don't. I'll have to do that at some point then. Don't. It's not a playstyle I do very often, but I might honestly look into the sneaking pathway for Cyberpunk when we do get to that. If only because we've been Church of Bonking most things that we get our hands on, but we don't always get a chance to just be a sneaky little bitch and throw knives at people, so that could be interesting. At least for a change of pace from the Dark Souls bonk fests. Hi there, Francel. Oh, right. I gotta actually save you first. There we go. Night number 1. Hello. Night number 2. Just in the middle of the road. Come on, dude. There's better places to rest than where people walk. Like this guy. He's at least got a wall to sit behind. She's got a wall to sit behind. Okay, we're good. Hmm. There we go. Alright, Francis. Go back home, please. You are not the Warrior of Light, and you are not the Saber of the Nine Realms. Gonna need you to sit back a little bit and know what's going on. Because the dragons will in fact harm you, given the opportunity. And it'd be in everyone's best interest if that weren't to happen. There we go. Oh, right. Kind of forgot to do that. Been sitting on 400 MP for a while, but I guess you can't even see where my bar is for that. Hello. I come here on my bike. Hello, Ludi Town music? No, this isn't the Looty theme. It's either first floor of the dungeon or the field right before Looty. Maybe the field. There we go. Here you go. Doot. Hey there, Harshafont. I found some rosaries in there. And then, is this just around the corner? No. Upstairs? Yeah, there it is. Excuse me. Looking for some questing. Hey there, Harshafont again. Don't mind me. Boom, da da dum, boom, ba dum, ba da dun dun da dun dun dun, ba dun dun, ba da dun dun da da dun dun dun. Hi, Niflheim. I remember this song well, because I used to listen to this all the goddamn time. I think this is like in a level 70 area with Niflheim. It was not really an easy place to be. You look like you're healing. That works. Thank you, buddy. Oh, that did nothing. There we go. Just gonna weaken you down a little bit. Just so that way these fires can do as much damage to you as humanly possible. There we go. Oh, right, the dragon's in play. Can I hit that right now? No, I have to beat everything else first. Oh. Oh, Harshfont, don't come here. There's a dragon here. Nope, not him. There. Oh, there is a healer boy. That's why it's taking so long to kill him. Eh. Wrong thing to use it on. Well, no one can actively heal you anymore, so... You're really gonna heal stall? Come on. Silly paladin. Bye-bye, wyvern. Oh. There we go. Perfect. Good reminder to anyone who may have them, but make sure to do your dailies today. Whether that's chores, games, or otherwise. And if your games feel like chores, I am very sorry, but it might be a good idea to reevaluate if you want to play those anymore. Oh. Hello. There. A witness, you say? What did you witness? Cool. I am going to do my level 45 real quick. Just because you do get 4 pieces of level 45 gear off of it at least, so that's kinda nice. Oh. Whoops. That was a waste for a turn. Eh. Don't worry, buddy boy. I'm coming. Ah. Apparently all of my bones are locked today. That's not great. Let's see. Can I aim this right? Just gonna stand up for a quick second while that's running. Oof. I didn't aim it fully properly. Oh well, that's fine. Yeah, neck is just in a weird spot. I must have slept funny. The qualms of having to hear about the mechanic's human body. Oh, someone else with a bike. Hi, War of Empyrean music. This is a system I didn't use very much, because getting in a guild was rather annoying for Ragnarok. Hey there, Kasag. I'm here under orders. Yeah, I'm ready. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, okay. Gotta say, the weather was calling for 10 degrees Celsius tomorrow. I was like, wait, really? We're actually gonna get that comfortable? Not this time. Just lows. Can never trust the lows. Let's see. You have to go to Gridania again? Okay. Guess we don't visit Gridania a ton as Black Mage, so at least getting one visit there makes sense. Good. The Aether is strong within Gridania. Yet none of the teachers bring you here until your secondary final test. I'm gonna get my teeth kicked in. This is an instance, so what's gonna happen here? That one's dead. Ah. That's a problem. There we go. Then you just rip out one. Okay. So far, so good. Ouch. Ah. Pretty much same as last time then. Okay, hello. Calm down, buddies. Okay. Bro, you desperately need to get with the attacking. Ah. That's bad. Damn, it even got the Void Echo out? Oh shit. Nope. God damn. Nope, nope. Two? No, just one. Okay, that should be the last round of that at least. Cool. Keep forgetting some of these are a little bit awkward when you're under geared. Thank you for your ancient knowledge. Ancient knowledge does not equate to gear yet. Let's see. Go here. I guess considering the color coordination as well, I probably should make sure Sisabrew is actually, hair color-wise, the color that I've assigned for them. Which means doing the hairdresser quest. I don't think I've done that yet. Not on Sus. That's fine, though. Mm. No? Might have gotten the right crack to actually make things not hurt as much. Yay. Isn't the human body a wonderful thing? Just imagine your bone prison actively hating you enough that it just won't sit in the right spot sometimes. Hello, Kazog. I have finished your quest. Thank you for the thunder upgrade. Good ol' Thunder 3. Which just replaces Thunder 1. Toot. That's in Nazca, that's in Shroud, that is here. Toot. We're off to see a wizard, a wonderful wizard of pot. They cast a spell and grow until no one is hot. Let's see, where do you need to pour this? Is that up top? Hold on. Can't situate this too far away. Nope. Just gonna say bye-bye. Ugh. Sir, can you not, please? I'm just trying to get my fancy clothing. There we go. Gonna need you to calm down, Mr. Archer, bro. Please and thank you. Sweet. Next. Oh, cool. This one doesn't require you to fight anything. I am perfectly okay with that. There we go. This is so much easier when you can fly. But fuck it, we'll do it the hard way. Because we are a very determined potato. And at least when it comes down to it, I am not letting this game beat me over just because I'm playing through its campaign 24 times. There it is. You are unfortunately in the way. Dun 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 dun. Bonk. It's a shame Umbral Soul doesn't heal you as well. Come on. Ah. Shit. There we go. Round 2. Now she's gotta do the one in Limbs. I haven't been to Camp Overlook yet. Fuck. Well, I guess this is a decent time to do intermission. Oof. Let's see. Have I done the hairstyling quest yet? Hey. Let's see. Maybe I have done the hairstyling quest already. Okay. Well, may as well get it changed while we're here. Excusez-moi. Pardon-moi, s'il vous plaît. J'ai changé mon cheveu. Crystal. Hey, buddy. Style is fine, but color is more so what I'm looking for. We want to go bubblegum. Yeah, I do like the subdued tone a little bit more. That should be... Yeah, I think that's a little better. Thank you for dyeing my hair. It is old and gray. Cool. Now I just gotta alternate outfit around that. Alright. Put those on. Make them look like regular pants. Update that. Alright, so where do I need to go? Camp Bronze. Sure. Then we go north. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh, they all hate me. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Sorry about that overlook. Honestly, figured I would have been here by now. Guess not. Dun 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 dun. Oh, something exploded. Ah, it's a fate. Okay. Don't mind me, kobold miners. I am just here to pour blood on a hole. God damn it. Alright, there's the fissure. I believe this is a safe spot, but I do need to kill you. There we go. Perfect. Now, can I hit this? There we go. Sweet. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Ba-dum 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 bum 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 ba-dum bum ba. Ba-dum 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 bum bum bum. Bum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum bum bum. Ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum bum bum. Ba-dum 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 bum bum bum. Ba-dum 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 bum. Ba-dum 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 bum bum bum. Ba-dum 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 bum bum bum. Ba-dum 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 bum bum bum. Ba-dum ba-dum. Ba-dum 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 dum. Ba-dum dum 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 dum. Oh, I probably should just have this music uploaded to my phone. It probably would be a better running music than anything, because I can just not focus on anything, have this going, and just get anything done. I might have to look into that, because I don't think Ragnarok OST is going to be on Spotify and make life easier for me. And unfortunately, I do have to go outside on occasion, so I do need something good to listen to. Oh. Investigate the planar fissure and obtain the blood of any fiends that emerge. Okay. We can do that. I think if I do this last one, this gives me the headgear. Because for some stupid reason, they don't give you the level 45 chest piece until you hit the level 50 quest. And it's a reward for that. Admittedly, that's the one piece with the gear system that has at least confused me. Ouch. Hello. You look scary. Those people? There's one. Might have to get a sleep ready. Bop. Ah, that was the wrong one. That's fine, there's only one this time. Sorry, Deep Void Wizard. I'm gonna have to out-wizard you this time. There we go. No, stay clicked on that. Perfect. And there's our hat. The slightly ugly hat, but it's at least a big one. Like all wizards should have. It's just a shame that it covers up all your hair as well. Oh well, level 50 we'll be able to get the rest of the set. Hello, Kazag. I poured blood in all the holes. Thank you, buddy. Let's see. Speak with Harsh Font. I can go put my clothing back on and re-upload my card there. Oh, I don't have a headpiece on? Oh, right, because I've had glasses this entire time. That's awkward. Well, I guess I'll just talk to Harsh Font. When I get back to town, I'll put the glasses in top slot. Hey, Harsh Font. How's it going? I got a hat. Well, it's getting all the Looty tunes in at least. Now, is there anything going on in Discord? Don't think there is, but never hurts to check. Oh, Francis. Oh, up there. Okay. Like time for sure then. Let's go. That's probably not the one I'm thinking of. That one? Actually, did I turn streamer mode on? Okay, that would explain a good bit. Still find it weird that OBS doesn't seem to get noticed by Discord in the same way anymore. It just recognizes it as a game that you're playing, but it won't activate streamer mode on its own. I'm assuming that the Discord folks are going to look at that soon. Oh. But it would be nice not having to manually trigger streamer mode on. That does get a little bit annoying. And I'm wondering if other streamers are actually noticing that. Because I've been watching VODs on a couple of them and starting to hear Discord pings off of their channel. It's entirely possible that they've just subconsciously gotten rid of the noise, but might be the case that they're just not noticing it. $39, okay. Getting a little close. Okay, that is still displaying the song correctly. Now, is it here that I need to go first? Yeah. Hi there, owl boys. Now we go speak with Astidian. Which I believe is upstairs. Yeah, hello. Then we go down. And then we go into... Hey, Alpha. Then we go into the mess hall. We talk with one of the operators here. Hello. And then we go talk to his commanding officer. Hello, Drillmonster. I've got recommendation letters from 2 people. Could you please train me a little further? And then I gotta go talk with the chef downstairs, I believe. Yeah. Yes, Hostfort. I'll gladly help you in the making and distributing of sandwiches. Let me grab you. Then we gotta go kill the big ol' mud pupper. Yep. Looks like we've got 2 hours left. Oops. Whoops. Lost a follower in the middle of stream. That's not good. Not much I can do. I'd wager a significant amount of the people that actively follow this channel don't actually come here, so... It's entirely possible that their account got deleted, or they're just cleaning up their own list. Oh well. Eventually we'll get a more dedicated talkative audience. That will require a bit of extra work on my half, though. Maybe I should make a potato garden video for YouTube. That might not be a bad idea. It would be kind of placing my hat in the ring as being a more dedicated Final Fantasy VTuber, though. So it really depends on if I would want to commit to that or not. Probably could. I do like fucking around in this game, so... Being able to play it more and more isn't inherently a bad thing. And the playlist is really wanting to get all of the Ludi music out of the way. This would be second floor of Ludi Dungeon. I remember killing Mystellian on this. For their stupid pearls and gift boxes. Oh wait, no, this is... Is this just the dungeon in general? It might be dungeon in general or first floor. Either way. Most of the Ludi music is kind of stuck in my brain, as I would just sit in the town often, and the dungeon, just because there's always stuff to do in Ludi Dungeon. Excuse me, house fault. I come bearing meat. Here's a beef for you, good sir. And here's a salamander steak for you, good sir. I believe I need to go up to Drillmont, or someone just on the second floor. Whoop. There he is. Immortal. Ignimortal. Oh. And then talk with the chef again. Bonjour, monsieur. Then we go over to Cenote. Oh. Oh, it's that Lalafell who's doing cards. Triple Triad is admittedly a system that I haven't done a ton in this, but I'd have to check actually if there's anything tied to that. I don't think there is, other than just the cards themselves and a record, and maybe some titles. Oh. We'll take bread. Bread is always important. Hey, Sid. Good to see you out of the monastery. Doot. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh, is this the ice sprite one? Yeah. Dun 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 dun. I'm glad these don't have timers on them anymore. How many do I have to kill? 3? There. Dun 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 dun. And then one over here. Squeeze me. Oh, whoops. Forgot to actually cast. That's fine. Oh. Alright, I got the ice cubes. Hopefully this helps you, Sid. Oh, that's just a global cooldown thing. Okay. I'm not sure why. It doesn't need to be, but I guess it's always available. So that's fine. It definitely helps when doing dance macros. Here you go, buddy. 3 ice cubes. Good for the 3 whiskeys we're about to drink. Doot. Oh, wait, there's someone in here who needs it. Sorry about that, Jalo. Someone down here. I don't fully remember where this song is from, but the Geffen Mines, I think? This was a really wild song, but I do remember beating up miners with it. Miners in the job, specifically. The pressure. Hey, they're Hosfort. We know your dreams. There we go. Alright, Alpha, now give me a quest. Now, is this down in the crevice? Yeah, this is down in the crevice. Let myself heal up a bit first, because these guys will aggro to me. Ah, damn. Oh god. That was the wrong number. we go. Go over to you. Cast Thunder on a Thunder Sprite. Oh, I don't need to be here. Bop. Know your dreams. Hello, Inspector. Apologies that you got murked. Wonder if you could make a silly dance meme to this song. Probably, actually. With the limited vocals, you can kind of get away with a lot. Over here. Over to Joel. Hey, buddy. And then Pernilla. I believe you're just down here? Yeah. We get to doubt the Ellison. Hey. Pernilla. Give us the truth. Thank you. Oh, another black mage. Welcome to the party, friend. Oops. And this is getting all of his notes and such from all of his crimes. Bro really shouldn't have left these lying around. Can't just leave your porn mags out in the middle of the snow. Kids are gonna find those. They're just gonna see a hill and jump into it and thwack their head on a box. You really do not want that happening. Alright, Drillmont. Do. Hello, sir. Here is orders, and here is a bunch of hidden tech. Then we get to go all the way over there. I think we have to do a instance with this, just to fight the fake Inquisitor in his dragon form. I think after this, we just kind of unceremoniously go to Garuda. I should be able to do this without any complications. We've at least got a few pieces of 45 gear, so... Proceed. There we go. Alright, time for the awkward dragon fight. Aw, we don't get our fancy thunder yet. see. Come for me. Probably shouldn't have that on Neilmont, but sorry, buddy. Aw, you killed that guy. I wanted to keep him alive. Oh, that's wrong. Yeah, can you heal Drillmont, please? I don't really want to lose to this. Now he'll change into big form. And now he'll be angry. This is fine. Ow. Oh. I would prefer it if you did not smash me, please and thank you. Alright. The healer dies, I'm kinda effed. Forgot about this. Wow, you really hated the healer. Okay. Oh. Get rid of you. Nope. Then get a cast off. Cool. This one's always a little bit annoying to actually redo. Sorry, Gillimain, you are a dumb fuck. And now he's dead. No more having to worry about cultists for the moment. Hmm. I wonder if there's just a popular streamer streaming 14 at the moment. Or if there are just that many different streams actually going of this. I would put more money on the latter, but you never know. There may be someone carrying half of the current audience of this category. Alpha, no. We killed them. Gotta talk with Drillmont. Oh, officer. You were there. We killed him. Haven't I gotten boxes? Hey there, Omega. Welcome in. Damn, you're up to a nice clean 150. Look at you. There we go. And thank you for the hydrate. I do at least have some nice ice water. But how's the evening treating you so far? Even got a new mouse waving emote. Nice. Chuck that stuff. Thankfully, it's not that hot today, so I don't need to, like, replace a ton of electrolytes or liquids right now. But I have drunk about... How much does this can hold? Want to say a liter of water already? Which is pretty good in a day, where I don't need to replace a ton of it. Evening is stinky, and so are you. Well, I mean, if you're stinky, you should probably go take a shower. You don't necessarily want all the flies coming your way, do you? I doubt you want to turn into Lord Beelzebub. Gonna try to drink a gallon of water real quick to flush the stink out from the inside. Might be a good idea, yeah. Gotta at least get a little bit of that stink out of the system. You can't just order emergency Taco Bell to flush the system out. I'm sure that's how it works. Probably. I mean, water gets rid of stuff. You've seen stone erosion. Vigil time. This is DPS queuing at its finest. So I will probably need to wait a hot minute. Let's go put glasses on our kit. I guess thinking on it as well, I could change the chat blocker to reflect my current cookie run obsession, at least. Because Cocoa Cookie has been overturned as of late. Oi, got that erosion. Nothing wrong with training your erosion. Dude. I guess I haven't actually animated like that in a while either. I could try it. Although I have to do image expulsion just because I can't do transparent imagery with CSP, which is a bit of an annoyance. Oh, I don't have any glasses in here. Whoops. It might take 2 gallons of something better than water to flesh out your sense of humor. Usually speaking, yeah, if you're trying to flesh out your sense of humor, you would probably need 2 gallons of prune juice, and that should get you relatively well off. Or I guess well out of that category. Ooh, this one's got a good baseline. So you're still doing some art stuff on the side then? Technically, yeah. I'm working on a bit more of a secret project that is going to be pretty long term. So I haven't really shown anybody anything about it yet, but it is drawing a Naga. So you can imagine the concept of that being a little bit more awkward than usual. There we go. And by Naga, I do mean forearm half snake lady. Oot. But I'm having some trouble just kind of nailing the outfit at the moment. Eventually I'll get there. Just right now it's kind of stuck in a slight loop. Yeah, those kinds of projects, the kind you don't want to play well on stream, but pay well off stream. Pretty much. I do have to do a few naked views of them as well, just so that way I'm understanding like everything I'm needing to do for the design of it at least. That's also partially why I'm going to leave that off stream, just because I'm not sure if you play Fate Go at all. I doubt that you do. But there's a character by the name of Barguest, which I'm kind of referencing body type off of for this time. At least a little bit. I'm not sure if I can do the full girth of her, but I can try. I am glad that Lamia just has the 3 Lalafels chilling here sweeping. That's at least common. Shoot. Yeah, aside from just doing some idle sketch work with that Naga character and the Flesh Smith. Oh yes, that's one of the more interesting body types. Yeah. There is also thought experiments going off of the Flesh Smith, just because, in theory, the basic design is pretty simple. It's just a puddle, but I would like to design their human facsimile as well. And I just haven't come up with the exacts of what I want to do with that. $490. That's a bit much. And there's none of those on the market? Wow. That's surprising. That's usually the one I go for. Love those kinds of projects, though. Yeah, when you're in the conceptual phase of them, it does take a bit to really, like, nail down exactly what you want to do with them. It's not something I want to stream just because I'll be staring at a blank canvas for a while or Google searching various things that I don't necessarily want to show on camera. Don't. I guess one thing that's at least easy to theory craft at the moment, the Fleshsmith is probably a red slime, just because she does have to eat humans, and at the very least, red is a pretty common component of their insides. So that would at least reflect well in her color after all is said and done. Dude, I know a guy who does his character brainstorming on stream, and I don't know how, but he gets a good bit of conversation out of it sometimes. I mean, if you can find him and point me his way, I'd be curious. Because I'm not even sure how I would be able to keep a conversation going for a super long period of time on that one. At least not without being able to, like, draw it at the same time. Although I guess in essence, that is kind of a way you do it. It's SS Demise, but he's taking a break now? Ah, gotcha. Well, I'll have to keep an eye out. He's got some layout tool he uses? Really? I don't know what it's called. A huge layout tool. Hmm. The equivalent of a conspiracy theory is crazy corkboard with thumbtacks. One of those. So one of the brainstorm boards or idea board things. Yeah, I can definitely see that. You're able to grab pictures from various things, string them to the middle idea. There's a way to do it there, for sure. Scoot. So we'll have that running alongside Clip Studio and just let it come out. Let my brain flow. Flow deeper onto these pages, Father. Bless me with thine insight. Here we go. Probably would be a good way of actually developing a character if you're able to bounce ideas off of chat. Because if you give a basic idea, people can kind of give recommendations for characters to look at in the middle of it. Whoops. Could never do that, though. My brain spills out better into a notepad. I mean, in theory, that's at least the same idea. So there isn't anything inherently wrong with just having a notepad up while you have the corkboard on the side, and then you just start writing. That and helping to fill it and missing connections. Yeah. Ah, shit. Let's see how hard they pull. Good example. He was looking for a mystic symbolism and didn't really have a good place to start. Okay. Okay, you're running. Oh god, we're double black maging this too. Oh, this is gonna go swimmingly. What to say, I should have freeze. That was something I was used to dabble in a good bit. So I used to have a book on very few specific examples. Oh. Okay, good thing to stay on ice then. But also... Okay, you can just go straight into that. Oops. There we go. Do. And another of his things is finding a flower to represent each character, and there's someone else in chat who knows a couple things about botany. Yeah, admittedly, the language of flowers isn't something that's hugely explored, at least not that I see on Twitch. That does require a little bit of extra botanical knowledge, though. Cast that. Wonder if there's a gardening category on Twitch. I don't think Twitch has an active gardening category, no. That would probably be in, like, lifestyle or just chatting or something of the like. That works. That is the Astrologian. Yeah, I think if there is anything to do with gardening, it would sit in just chatting for the most part. I can't think of any specific category it would really fit in. No. If it was its own category, they'd AI gen the thumbnail for it anyway. They probably would, yeah. Unfortunately, Twitch doesn't have the income to actually afford a singular picture of a flower bed in order to actually facilitate the idea. That'd be way too much. Can't believe you'd think that, Omega. Ooh, the tank died. Never mind, this is getting spicy. There we go. Don't even go outside and snap a 100 by 100 JPEG of a dandelion. Photo of a dandelion and add the caption gardening to it. Look at you, you can earn the big bucks already. You're already smarter than half of the CEOs for Amazon. Would that actually help? There we go. More tornadoes. Do I have to move? Yes. There we go. It is admittedly a bit of a shame that Twitch changed the icons for a lot of the IRL-based streaming categories. Not that I would actively be touching them at all, but just in concept, it'd be handy if we were able to just, like, have decent-looking icons. Just weird design choices. Yeah. Very weird design choices. And not welcome ones either, considering there's 100,000 artists on Twitter, or 100,000 artists on Twitch already. You could have just commissioned one of them to make something that looked decent. But no. Like the old one was weird too, but it would definitely... Oh. Let's see. Don't need you. Don't need you. But it was definitely art from any angle. Yeah. It would have been significantly better if we just kept the art icon the same. I didn't really look super deep into the remaining categories that were changed, but there's definitely a better option. Oh, the tank died. Oh, it's a problem. Tank that again. Oh, wow. BoostKing.Russia. Okay, yeah, that's a good sign. So art got off easy compared to whatever cooking one was in that. Has some kind of green fingers sticking out of jello mold. What? Ooh, they got the bad side of AI. Let's see here. Twitch.tv. Browse? Don't run in. Cooking. I guess I don't see cooking by default. Oh, God. Why are you running? Oh, because the tanks friggin' avoided everything? That would explain a lot. Why are you over here? You silly goose. Hold on. Might have been food or drink. Ah, food or drink. Okay. I'll take a look once we stop dying in the middle of Stone Vigil. Don't run ahead. Directory, category, food and drink. Yeah. I'll get there. Oh. Up. When I think about it, that thumbnail is more art than the art one. That's not a good sign. That. Dun 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 ba da dum bum 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 ba dum ba da ba da ba da ba da bum 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 dum bum ba da ba da ba da bum dum ba da bum bum. Food. Apparently it's not a category I can innately find, which is a bit of a concern. Poly, sports, fishing, chess, science. Ew, stocks and crypto has its own category? Gross. It also shouldn't be under IRL. That's like the antithesis of IRL. Oh. If you just type food, it comes up, but if you add and, it breaks the search, of course.
Hi, Bear. I'm not kissing your balls. Next,
Oh.
which, please, say.
I can't quite see it just because I have mine in like a half screen. But it's a very red background. It's an uncomfortable ketchup looking red. Well, I mean, it is for food. So at least it's adjacent. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, nice to put us up to 46, 47? Oh, guess you're getting it. Dude. Give me 1 second. Hmm. Interestingly, when you go into the category search, even if you just type food, it doesn't actually bring anything up. Like when you go to browsing and the search bar right underneath categories for category tags. Oh, there it is. Oh, that is cursed. Those are celery stalks coming out of Jello with friggin' pepper, like pepperoni sticks around it. Oh, that is cursed. Ew. Who's gonna eat that? Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but in older cookbooks, those were kind of recipes were common. If you go back to like the 1920s when they were exploring food, that would be where that kind of recipe would pop up. Because they were just trying shit at that point. Dude. The only thing I will give as a benefit to celery stalks within Jello is that you can use them like a scoop. You've just got scoops built into your Jello, so you just take out a celery stalk, scoop up some Jello, chomp on it, you'll get some very sweet, watery taste, and then you can go for your next chomp. Also, don't mind the model's posture, I just stood up, so I'm off camera. Okay. I was thinking it was maybe 60s or 70s thing. It could be that, too. There was a lot of food experimentation back in the day. You can't scoop Jello with celery any better than you can. Not sure why a trade window came up, but okay. You can scoop Jello relatively well, actually. Especially if, like, it's firm enough for you to do that. Jello isn't a loose substance. So you can very much get away with having celery stalks cutting into Jello to scoop it. It's an uncomfortable vision, but it's possible. Should probably do this one while I've still got Jeff out. Or Sussy out, sorry. Still surprised I was able to use that as a Chocobo name. I'm gonna convince someone to test this for me. Honestly, if I had this setup, I would. Unfortunately, I'm not a cooking streamer. You could probably convince Mousy to try it. It's honestly on the tamer versions of stuff she's cooked. You're a big fan of Jello? I do like Jello for the most part, yeah. I have like a very, very heavy sweet tooth, so most forms of sugar I will enjoy. There we go. Where's the angry bird? I respect that. Can't relate, but you respect it. My culinary palate is expanding a little bit now, but this is kind of in the territory of I need to learn how to cook food, and then I'll be able to, like, appreciate it more. Come on, Sussy. Get in there. Oh, right, MP. Here we go. It probably wouldn't be that hard to get a Jello thing set up in a Jello mold. I'd have to look into that. I'm not sure if it's something I would want to have personally, but if they're cheap enough, I might fish for one. Jello is certainly cheap and doesn't require you to have that much with it, since it's functionally just a package of gelatin and sugar that you mix with water most of the time. At least if I remember the making of Jello correctly. I think what would matter more with your Jello celery combo would honestly be what type of Jello. Because not all flavors of Jello will go well with celery. The example that's at least showing within Twitch's UI, I would put as cherry, because watermelon tends to not be that vibrant of a color whenever you're mixing it into things. I don't think cherry Jello is the best example. I would probably find one that might be a little bit more tart. I think it was Frank telling me a while ago how not all gelatin recipes are even sweet. And you might have to do a little bit to them to make them like super, super sweet. But Jello is very much a base with a faint flavor. When I put that next to Twitch thumbnail, I'm thinking it's salami. I don't think it's salami. I think it's partly just however they AI drew that thing, but being a red transparent substance on a pure red background with pepperoni sticks surrounding it, I think it's just a bias that's making you think the Jello is significantly more red than it usually is. But if you want a better taste to go with celery, maybe peach. Peach flavored Jello might work well. That's a bit more on the tart side, so it would go with the like watery nature of celery. And like the slight tartness that you get off of celery. Oh, right. Goodbye poncho for a bit. Oh god, I have to go all the way down there? Yeah, I have to go all the way down there. Okay. Admittedly, Omega, if you want to just eat food, find cookbooks from the 60s and 70s era. Find those really weird cookbooks. Because I know that there's worse combinations you can do with Jell-O. Apparently a popular one was mixing hot dogs in it. Like, just general run-of-the-mill hot dogs, too. It does not go well. Slice up your dog and drop it in the mold? Pretty much. Optionally after cooking it. I'm not even sure if you need to cook the hot dogs before you put them in the Jell-O. You might need to. I feel like it'd be excessively cursed if you, like, topped it with ketchup and mustard, too. And supposedly, they're already cooked, believe it or not, but don't quote me on that. In essence, hot dogs are combined meat from pieces that are not well suited to selling whole. So, like the scraps of various animals, usually pork-based, but not always. So, they are kind of pre-cooked. Probably boiled at most. Fuck. Fuck you, I got what I wanted. Oh, come... Oh, the Mirror Knight's still on me. Dude. I'm trying to think of worse combinations. Because the Jell-O itself would still need to form, so you have to be careful of what you're mixing into it. But... what could you fuck with? Sprinkling powdered sugar on it would probably be a decent idea. If you're getting meats involved... Oof. I wonder if it would work, actually. But could you do sushi Jell-O? Instead of using, like, rice as the base, use Jell-O as the base and put raw fish on top of that? Would that work? Could you make that work? Oh, that would be... that'd be funky. Barbecue grilled eel sushi on Jell-O. There's your combo. I wouldn't say cooked is the same as edible in this case, but apparently it is indeed safe. Yeah, that is kind of why you can just eat raw hot dogs. You can get better flavor out of them if you cook them, but they're like a safety food. They last for a decent amount of time if you take care of them. There we go. What other weird combos? Admittedly, this was a funny cooking take that I heard the other day, but the fact that beef Wellington and pigs in a blanket are the same dish for different tax brackets. I'm sure there are other examples like that, but that did make me chuckle when I first saw that. Dude. There we go. We can put our poncho back on. And then... boom. I believe we gotta talk to someone in here. Yeah, there we go. Hello, Lambernant. It's so cursed how the new Twitch clip maker makes the mutes the stream, but you get a good clip out of that one. You can no, the Twitch clip maker, it auto mutes everything by default, but you should still have a volume control to work with. At least as far as I remember. Or do you mean like it mutes the stream of one you were watching, just so that way you can listen to the clip? I guess I haven't done it in a hot minute, but I could believe that. It's all broken now. As soon as you hit the button, it pops out and mutes the source. Ugh. That's not good. They did something else as well that I've noticed, but the chat window, when you're not in theater mode, they changed it back to kind of the method you use when you put things into theater mode. But if you don't have your screen in full screen, it just covers half the stream. And it doesn't in the same window. What? Oh, that is bad. It just basically has an inbuilt site pop-up. That's not a great system for it. Well, thank you for the clip. I'll have to see if I can turn that into a YouTube short. I guess I have the full model out today, so I theoretically can, actually. Shoot. Let's see. I also do love the suspension on the bike. There. Well, the version before this actively destroyed your PC because it performed so badly. Good start. Usually crashed your browser unless you closed every other stream, so in a way it's an improvement. That is good, at least. It allows the general multitask audience not have to completely fuck over their workflow, which, you know, is appreciated. Hey, the Skyfrin. I guess we have to be careful a little bit as Twitch creators now as well. just because we've got like a 100-hour limit if you're an affiliate for like how many clips you can store within Engine. It's not a problem on my side because I'm only like 40% of the way to filling capacity right now. But for bigger channels, that can become a bit of a problem, I think. Forgot about that. That's messing up some people. Yeah. I know my buddy Viperland. He has a pretty good amount of clips and has saved a few like small video sections of streams for various things. He was at like 1,000 hours and he basically just had to let it burn when the thing went through. You gotta manually download other clips and upload them to YouTube. Yeah. It's not exactly the best option, but we did at least have a while to fix it. So it's not the worst, but it still sucks. Although, if we're thinking about it glass half full, being able to actually download them off Twitch so you can put them on other platforms is kind of a smart idea. Icena, which is something I need to do a little bit more as well. Because I guess for stream recording at the very least, I do upload VODs to YouTube. Some of them get a little bit funky, just because in the cases of situations like this, where I'm listening to audio from something that's copywritten, the stream that gets ported to YouTube is muted in the music department at least. So that's a bit of a problem. Now that I think about it, that announcement came around the same time they gave you a badge for downloading a clip, didn't it? They're just trying to incentivize you to do it. So if you're not paying attention to the announcement, you're at least paying attention to your achievements. Because you know there are people who are doing that. Oh, we gotta go up here first. You know those achievement hunters. They'll shoot for anything. There was one really weird Elden Ring badge they gave out recently. The requirement for it was so strange. I'm afraid to ask. Was it something about streaming Night Rain, like, on launch? Or at least related to streaming that on launch? There's our campfire. There's our Lalafell who started the tiny campfire. Gotta go back and look. If it's not in notification history, I did screenshot it. Gotcha. Well, let me know if you do find it. I'd be curious. I think this is the normal Morok theme. Dun, 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 dun. You can get kind of a Latin American vibe off that. You used Stream Together or participated in a stream before or after Night Rain dropped. You've earned the Recluse Badge, a mark of true anticipation. Of course. And pump. I have no idea what that even means. It basically means everybody on Twitch, if it means anything at all. Well, the requirements are pretty easy. It's basically just having your stream set to the Night Rain category and using the Stream Together feature, which Stream Together feature is just joining your chats together, like Solace, Ezo, and I usually do on Wednesdays. It wasn't even that, it was just a stream. Oh. How would you participate in a stream? You got the badge and never streamed it? That is weird. You probably got it too? I doubt it. But I could check. I guess later, specifically. But I don't remember seeing anything like that. Oh, right, the other enemies aren't very close to this. Bop. Burn the skeleton. Okay. Easy enough. Would it be in notifications? There it is. I just changed it for the hell of it. Elden Ring Superfan Badge. Recluse. Oh, that's definitely cheesy as hell. I don't think I actually have it. I've got the Twitch recaps for 2024 and 2023, and then Share the Love. So I might not actually have it. It was exactly 10 days ago. Let's see, 10. Nope. It's not in my notifications, at least, for my Twitch. I apparently was that much of a recluse, I didn't even go to any Elden Ring streams. It might be the fact that participated in a stream would mean that you were in chat for someone who streamed it. That's at least my thought as to why you got it. Because you watch people who would play it, at least as far as I remember. I did not. I don't think I've actually seen anyone play it yet. I know one guy who streamed it, and that's probably where he got it from. Damn, this Twitch achievement is just like a virus. You interact with one person and you immediately get it. It's like a contagion based on streaming. What is Twitch trying to do? That's still so incredibly trivial. Yeah, I think it was just to get people hyped for Elden Ring Night Rain, just in general. So there is probably a lot of push from Bamco to, like, incentivize Twitch to get people to watch it. They made you watch Street Fighter 6 for an hour or two to get the Versus one. Yeah. Did I just get another random Twitch sub from nowhere? What? Hold on, give me a sec. Oh, not random. I've watched this stream before. Okay. That makes sense. I got emotes from this channel. I do check them every once in a while. Look at me, being biased with watching other purple-haired VTubers. Couldn't be me. But got a random gift sub from there, so maybe they've just got a subathon going. Nope, gotta go to Gridania. The other day I had 20 gift subs. I mean, depending on what channels you visit, it's not inherently hard to get that. Because you're always, like, cached in a viewer list. So if someone gifts just a shit ton of subs, then you can be in the docket for getting one, just on the off chance active viewers already have them. I think it's down to 18 or 19 since something expired. Yeah. I don't get a ton just because I'm in a lot of smaller VTuber channels, and I don't think they get, like, not to be rude in this aspect, but, like, there aren't gigantic waves like Neuro or Iron Mouse where there's thousands of gift subs sent and you have a decent chance of getting one just because of the sheer volume coming in. But there is also just luck of the draw. You're just luckier than I am in that case. Because at least for Cryobite, I don't sub to a lot of people because... You're just testing that. I'm not actively sub to a lot of people just because my payment methods are tied to the output from the channel. And I don't generate enough money to do that. Actually, wait. The thing I wanted was right here. But it is nice when you get gift subs. Getting free emotes for a month is not inherently a bad thing. I think I've got like 4 active right now. And I've got an active sub to Toto just because I was testing something for them. Only 6 of them are partners. That's pretty good. Admittedly, hitting partner isn't like as easy as hitting affiliate is now, but I suppose that's good if a third of your gift sub is partners. You also might just be in more channels than I am. I am not a huge, like, multitask stream watcher. At most, I usually watch 2, and one of them is Kin. Dude. Let's see. Go here. I guess that's the question. Are they streamers that you watch? There it is. Oh, come on. I'm like right there. Could have something to do with it. I don't chat everywhere, but I always have a couple things up during work. Not all of them actively. I have it filtered, so I can't get subs from people who I don't follow anymore. Really? You can do that? It's one of the options. Well, I mean... That's certainly not a bad option. You're not going to get spammed with a random channel you may like or dislike. I get really annoyed a couple times getting sub for League player streams. What do you mean? You don't like getting subs to, like, very potentially toxic streamers? I thought that was normal. They have 10,000 emotes and I can't scroll to the bottom of them. Yeah, that's fair. There we go. I don't usually get partner gift subs very often. So my, at least, visual grasp of my emote lists on both the Sir and Cryobite accounts are fine. But I think the biggest streamer that I'm actively subbed to on either of the channels would be Porcelain Maid. That one is not that hard to sort through, but it is definitely a lot. Let's see. There were a couple that annoyed me so badly I deliberately canceled both of them and didn't even let them expire. Get those weird hairy-ass emotes out of your face. And yeah, that's literally what it was. Well, I mean, if they're a League streamer, shit personality goes with shit game. And I hate saying that just because in lore, at least, League is a fantastic game, but the player base and the active gameplay is bad. Although now even the predatory skin system is getting significantly worse, so you've got even more reasons to stay away from League. It's at least a fair enough admission of guilt, but I did play League a little bit when I was younger. I never played, like, against people, though. I was mostly just fucking around in bot games to unlock characters, just because the process was painfully fucking slow. And at least the obvious bias, but I did play Sona and Blitzcrank for the most part. I was a bitch with Blitzcrank. That hook was disgusting at times, but it was funny when you can hit actual people with it. But at least when it comes to gift subbing, it's a good system, but it can get a little bit annoying when you just get them out of nowhere. I did get lucky last night and did stumble across another VTuber with a gift sub. They were doing, like, video reaction content, which was fine. But I probably wouldn't have found them otherwise just because I don't watch a lot of reaction content on Twitch. I usually just save that for YouTube. But it's at least someone to follow, so no harm, no foul, at least in this case. And I think it's fair enough to say that I won't do reaction content anytime soon. There's a very slippery slope with reaction-based content, and I'm not sure if I'm ready to actually balance that yet. I may be a master of ice, but I'm certainly not a master of balance. Run, little potato. You can't go that way. Never mind, you can go that way. Gonna go... Damn. Let me jump down the stairs. Come on. Oh, we've actually been going through stream pretty quickly. Okay. Well, I guess we'll get past Garuda and then follow the story as far as it'll take us. Depending on how long Garuda's queue is going to determine a lot, though. Come on, Sid. Bring me to the bird.
There. She's ready.
Oh, yeah, right, there are voice cutscenes once in a while. In your privacy settings, there's a block receiving gifts on channels you don't follow option, but admittedly that does prevent some of the random cool channels you might find. Yeah. I'll probably leave it on, or I'll leave it off personally, just because randomly finding other VTubers can help sometimes. And at least in my luck, I don't get them a ton in the first place, so the few that I do get tend to be VTubers, and that's at least helped me out a little with potentially introducing me to new people, outside of the ones that I just randomly find because I like their models. I can at least say, so far, I haven't found people who look like me yet. Which I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Well, there have been robots, but I honestly don't find many that actually just have, like, gray outer shells. I've only seen, like, one that does, and their model changes on a near daily basis, so it's kind of hard to count them. Oh. Is that it? Guess so. But yeah, I have found other robots, but a lot of them either have white chassis or just multicolored chassis. There's not a lot that just have, like, straight gray chassis on them. And even mine, if I took the clothes off at least, there are, like, a lot of excess power lines that are running through the body that glow cyan, but all of that's hidden under the clothes, so it does just look like I'm a basic gray bitch. Hmm. That just makes you unique. Uniquely basic awesome robot. Pretty much, yeah. There would be ideas for designing Jude further, but I do kind of want to design the Naga as a potential replacement for Jude. Jude wouldn't inherently go away just because for writing stuff, Jude is like one of the protagonists of the stories, so I'm not really going to get rid of him. But personally speaking, I like having options at times. So just having Jude isn't a bad thing. But having someone else to work with on other days doesn't hurt my brain. Turn volume off on that. Oh, hi Prontera Field. I guess that does just kind of come back around to the design metrics that I need to work on. Eventually, I'll be able to get my design workflow going, but I am very much a novice in that regard. On my list of stuff to draw is your self-portrait sort of character, because once in a while someone steps in and assumes I'm supposed to be my latest OC, even though I'm literally also on camera. Yeah. Unfortunately, if you're gonna dip into the world of VTubing even a little bit, showing fictional characters on stream out of context doesn't help your chances of people just assuming that Scarlet is gonna be your main. At least I'm assuming you've got them as your main, right? Or on stream right now, at least. Since you've been getting commissions from a few people for her. There's nothing fun to climb here. Someone pumped in once and said, "Oh, your VTuber looks like they need to eat something." I laughed my ass off. Admittedly, yeah, that is kind of funny. But I guess... I'm not really sure, actually. Not even a VTuber. Yeah, you are just a flesh guy. You're a flesh guy on cam, you just have your art on the side. And at least when it comes down to something, arguably speaking, yeah, Scarlet still needs to eat. She is an immortal, but she does need to eat. But yeah, the combo of flesh cam and just the overabundance of VTubing in the audience does make it hard to just put fictional characters on stream without someone assuming that's your VTuber. Lore prevents that. She has no organs. Oh, yeah. Sorry, the thought just came to mind because I do rewatch Reincarnated as a Slime every so often, but Rimuru's human form, he does get his limbs chopped off every once in a while, and it's just the gelatin of his body inside his human form. And I always find that a little bit funny whenever a limb is lopped off. Because it's just human. Oh, the inside is blue. No organs, no blood, no nothing, just blue. Oh, back to Jello, full circle. You can never escape the Jello. At least it's blue. Yeah. Rimuru is a very bright, cyan-y blue color. It's hard to even call him Jello. Much better than ketchup red. I'd be half tempted to make the Fleshsmith ketchup red just for the sake of saying that the mixture of the blood and human remains they eat mixes together for her color to be like a slightly brighter red just because of how skin affects her shade to some degree. Doot. Although I guess she wouldn't solely eat human, would she? Considering the denizens of the city. No, that wouldn't be totally true. That would only work if she solo-focused eating on humans, which would require her to work in a business that explicitly kills humans. Or at least be cleanup for a group that exclusively kills humans or species with red blood. And not all species are gonna have red blood. That would be boring, and make the crime syndicate stuff more interesting to figure out what species died. There are these kinds of thought processes I love about lore building. Yeah. That's why I was thinking for a second on the Fleshsmith, why I was having such a hard time figuring out her color. So I was thinking red for blood, but not all blood is red. I live in a universe where humans are not the dominant species. It's a decently healthy mix. There are still a lot of humans, but there are other magic-based races that wouldn't bleed bread. When you're kind of working backwards from a design choice, so you can explain it. Yeah. That's kind of what I ended up doing with Jude to some degree as well, considering 1.0 Jude was the design when he was in Nask, and this current design is when he's not, after he's, like, gained his sentience and run away. I am going to have fun doing some backwards design, because my tech level needs to be balanced around the fact that, Roishin, the Dullahan, she has hard light DJ tables. I have to make hard light technology work in this universe with everything else and have it be balanced around that thought. So Old Jude did exist in the lore? Yeah. Old Jude was the basic design of how Nask dressed up the judicial utility droids for within company compound. The purple undershirt and purple hair were to designate Jude as part of the science squad because of the whole, like, nitrogen compressor in his chest, so he could put out a little bit of liquid nitrogen. That was for him to work with the science crew with their experimentation. Other than that, he did do janitorial work, but he still kept the purple on during that, just so people knew, like, don't fuck with this one, he's on the science team. I have kept it purple for the purposes of this case, just because I'm a biased piece of shit, but hair color can still change, as well as the tongue color. You know, when I'm feeling spicy. But the fiber optic cabling that makes up his hair, or whatever wiring makes up the hair that allows me to do random shit like this in changing the colors. Did you have colors other in the system with special meanings? Technically speaking, if I go through the colors, I would have to just assign them to various things. But white would be just nothing is applied at the moment. This is the rough default color just when the lights are on. Offline is when they're off specifically, but I'd have to find a way for it to be, like, obvious that that's the case. Purple would be science team. The dark... Sorry. There we go. The blue would be security. So they would be stationed in certain spots and hooked into the cameras, so they could just watch them and keep an eye out for any ne'er-do-wells that exist within the business. I believe green... Oh god, what colors do I have on? There it is, pink was on. Green would be part of disposal, just to align with, like, how recycling bins tend to be green nowadays. So they would be dealing with janitorial and waste management stuff primarily. Green is on here. Pink, in general, didn't have an assigned use, but it could be implied they were used for interpersonal services. I would have thought green, like wastewater disposal. Recycling is better. Your mind's always in the shitter. I mean, nothing wrong with that. But janitorial duties would still include, like, bathroom cleaning and stuff, too. Yep. And then I think the only other one I missed before we got into this was red. And I would say red would be like assistance. Like managerial level assistance. Just because red being a more dominating color, stuff like that. Oh, right. They all start on the outer edge. Like in Star Trek, post the original series. I think so, yeah. Although I haven't actively watched Star Trek, so I wouldn't know off the top. There we go. And I don't believe I have any other direct colors set up. I guess there's orange. Orange would have just been, like, party, maybe? Like, party planning and or HR assistance and or management. I'm so out of Star Trek lore, but it was always weird how red shirts went from disposable members to being officers. Yeah. That was a bit of a problem at the end of the day. Shouldn't do that. Oh, they sit on you. Okay. There we go. Q wasn't super long, at least. Oh, rip, the healer died right at the end. Sorry, cat healer.
Why do you not tremble at my might?
Because you're a bitch, Garuda. And money. Alright, so the three basic trials are at least done. Then we need to go back to Waking Sands. Sure, we can do that. Yeah, is that the only got the color? So we've got lights are on, lights are off. Management assistance, interpersonal relation assistance, security, waste management, party management? I'm not really sure what I'd want to do with orange. I kind of just had that inserted there for Halloween nights, just so I could casually do stuff like that and just be orange. And reversing the colors on orange tended to make things kind of interesting. But there are at least designated design colors for NASC's purposes, at least. In the grand scheme of things, it's meant to be fiber optic cabling. It can be any goddamn color you want. Oh, yeah, it's Friday the 13th. Might as well break out a funny color. You're not exactly wrong in that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the lovely combination of colors with the green hairband, the green eyebrows, and the orange hair. Welcome to Friday the 13th, the spookiest month in June. Or the spookiest day in June. Welcome all ye weary travellers. Take a seat by the fire while we tell ghost stories. Which is only a relevant clipping point if this music that was currently playing stays there. There we go. I need to go to the observatorium, so... There. Yeah. How much can we get done before our 4-hour mark? Just because I'm gonna have to be ready for Stellaris night in about an hour and a half. Give you Halloween candy. Do you want, like, 6-month-old rockets that have been sitting by my desk? Actually, no, you're American, aren't you? Would you want 6-month-old Smarties? Dude, that's a decent clippable moment. Everyone's talking and raving about their favorite Halloween candy, going on those mini chocolate bars and the Twizzlers and stuff like that. I eat chalk. My favorite candy is chalk. Fight me. Here we go. 6 months is nothing. My grandma kept a candy in jar for decades. And chalk from the chalkboard. Exactly. Just look at that fine powdery substance you can lick. It's clearly the greatest. But no, for the people who know what rockets and or Smarties are for the American side, it is a very sweet chalk disc kind of candy that I've enjoyed forever, but unfortunately big box stores only sell it during Halloween, so I have to get it during Halloween and make that last throughout the year until the next Halloween when I can get more. Because it's not a popular candy. I wonder why. Let's see. I guess I'm on a new window, so I probably don't have a... There we go. The oddly pharmaceutical-looking dry treat that kids would grind up and snort in 3rd grade. Yeah, my sense of taste is weird in the sense that I like the chemical taste of candy for, like, most of them. So things like Smarties or... What are they? Acid drops or warheads and stuff like those. Like, the ones that have an obvious chemical taste to them, I'm cool with. If you don't like them, I'll gladly eat them. Even if it is like snorting chalk in 3rd grade because you thought you were cool. Dude. Let's see. Don't need pants. I think another decent example were the Popeye candy sticks. At least if I remember right, those were, like, actively a chalk candy. They didn't even have any special fruit flavoring in them. They were just white sticks that you chomped on and pretended to smoke because they were around the right sizing for you to look like you were cool. Although trying to light them on fire was a recipe for disaster, if I recall correctly. I don't believe those things burned very well. Here we go. I remember those chalk sticks that actually had powder you could blow out to make them look like you were blowing smoke. Oh, that's good. I'm not sure if it was in America or not. I know they're still active now, but there was a candy by the name of Fun Dip, I believe, that was just a white candy stick that you would lick and shove into a powder. That surely didn't get anybody on drugs. Optionally, you could stick them in your nose. I'm sure they don't make things anymore. Yeah, I think it's Fun Dip. I'd have to double check, but... Crow shit. This is where my sense of taste comes in handy. I loved those fucking things. Kids licking them and sharing them. Oh, okay. So yeah, sharing germs bad. The taste was fine, though. But no, don't fucking share those things. Those things actively kept your spit on them. You may as well just spit in each other's mouths, for God's sakes. Think about the hygiene, you goddamn humans. Come on. I'm not even on that spectrum, and I don't have any working inside pieces, but come on, stop spitting in each other's mouths. That is a kink saved for the bedroom. Do not do that on the playground. Doot. Admittedly, yeah, French kissing exists, so my argument kind of falls apart immediately. Whoops. But you generally wouldn't French kiss someone who's sick. Oh, come on. Leave me alone, you goddamn spark ball. Yeah. Alright. Wedge, hello. I don't think we'll hit level 50 tonight, but I may do a little work off camera just to push Susabru to 50, just to get the level 50 armor next stream of this. Those French and their kisses and their mimes and their baguettes. Imagine French kiss after a good taste of escargot. I mean, if you're both eating the escargot, like, it kind of cancels out at that point. But yeah, if you're going for kisses between humans, generally speaking, try not to eat foods that your partner dislikes. I would hope that is obvious at this point in time, but I don't think it is. There we go. Pop. And there. And one more. Thank you, Sussy. Doot. But, yeah. As someone who has been on the other end of that action, you get a very, very distinct taste during that point, so please be careful, everybody. Practice safe mouth hygiene before you interact with your partners. The variety of things you can do with your tongue and stick into someone's mouth when they have a tongue of their own already. I don't know, the French are kind of unoriginal. I mean, sharing things is at least appreciated at times. So I can't exactly fault the... Honestly, I don't even think it's actively a creation of the French. I have to check what the history is behind the term, but I don't think it was a France thing. Or at least it doesn't feel like it should be a France thing. Doot. Thump. I'm glad your mounts don't have a durability rating, because I am very bad with just jumping off cliffs in standard areas. Oh. Case in point. There we go. One of the most valuable social experiences you can have is when you go to kiss someone and they refuse because your tongue was just busy in a different... Omega, this isn't OnlyFans and this isn't Fansly. Calm down. Hello, Briggsy. Hello, Prontera church music. I remember how epic you sounded. There we go. Also, yes, when we're doing various Church of Bonk related things, this is the kind of music I imagine is playing in my head during that time. I do love church organs, at least. So that and chanting is very much up in my preferences. Or at least what I'd want to hear in a church. You're only getting one hit. There. Don't drill me. Come on. I'm just a little pink potato. Then if I cast it on you, it doesn't hit anything. Nope, that one. Sorry, Magitech, we've got to break you. Alright, Eli Biggs. Thank you, Biggs. And considering it's 9:54, probably a decent place to wrap it up, just in general. I need to find someone to raid anyhow, and it's getting close to 10. Doot. Fridays are the days I need to sit back a little bit. Just because I'm on a slight time crunch. Leave me alone, Pure Energy. I'm not the Duracell bunny. I don't need to be charged that often. Thank you, Wedge. Seed. Oh, we're going to Revenant's Toll. Yeah, that's a very good place to wrap it up after that. Okay, hold on. We're going to Revenant's Toll first. There's an active Aether right there. Which is one we're probably going to have to set as home for a hot minute. Dun, dun. Ooh. I remember listening to this song a lot as well, actually. Is this Geffen Dungeon 4? With the Sohis, I believe? So he's in Moonlight, I believe we're there. Fun times. I have a lot of history with Ragnarok Online. I haven't played it in so long, but I do partially remember where most of the music is supposed to sit. The music's just so good. Not to shit on 14's music at all, but Ragnarok Online's music is such a wide fucking range of styles that it just bakes in your memory. There's so much random EDM in places that really should not have it. Dude. There we go. Alright, that's a pretty good place to wrap it up if we are in Mordona. Gonna set this as home point just because you need to leave here and come back a lot. Dude. Alright, let's go find someone to raid real quick. I suppose we could take the laziest option and just go raid in a kin, but we can probably do a little better. Is there anyone in my following that is playing 14? I severely doubt it. No, but a lot of Dark Souls tonight, weirdly enough. Not even Night Rain. Oh, there is actually someone who's playing 14. Well, that's funny. That doesn't happen a lot. Sure. Fuck it. Let's go get in the game. It's rare that anyone in my list actually does, but I forgot there is actually a professional raider that I do follow. Looks like they just started too, so... Whoops. There we go. Cool beans. Well, hopefully everyone had a lovely evening. I'll be back again tomorrow with Fantasy Life. So if you'd like to see the newest Fantasy Life at least, you can swing on by and watch us hit things with a table, as well as craft everything in existence. But aside from that, that's about all the juice I've got. So take care of yourselves. I'll chat with y'all later, and at least for now, rest easy. Bye-bye.